two-way tables? Okay. So backstory real quick. When we used to teach the ACT, we never really worked with two-way tables. And then we switched to the SAT and we didn't teach two-way tables, and we found out that we should have been teaching two-way tables. Luckily, we switched books, and there's two-way tables in this Big Ideas books, so that's kind of nice. So let's get started with two-way tables, okay? So a two-way table is just an organization of a survey. So organization of a survey. Okay. The joint frequency, that's basically the data in the survey. The marginal frequency are the totals of the survey. Okay? All right, so when I don't know if we're going to be able to do any what's called relative frequency. So I'll just give you the definitions, and then I didn't see any in the homework and I don't see any in the notes. So, but relative frequency just means it's the two-way table in percentage format. I know we do it in Algebra 2B, so when we reteach you two-way tables in Algebra 2B, we'll cover the relative part, okay? All right, let's get started with our two-way table. I might zoom in just a smidge. There we go. Answer the questions based on the tables that show the data from the following events. So they did a survey. They did males and females. Did you attend college or did you not attend college? This is our data, okay? So we need to get what's called our marginal frequencies. I just call those the totals. So you grab your calculator and we add everything up. So we add up all the columns and all the rows. So 98 plus 120, I'm thinking that's 218. 132 plus 88 is 220. So that means there was 438 people that took the survey. And then of the males, so 98 plus 132, there were 230 males took the survey, and that means 208 females took the survey. So 438 people took the survey, 218 were yes, 220 were no, 230 were male, and 208 were female. Okay? All right, so let's answer some questions. Of the males surveyed, what percentage attended college? So let's go to the males. There were 230 males, so we're going to put 230 in the bottom of a fraction. And how many of them went to college? 98. So we need to figure out 98 divided by 30 as a percent. So 98 divided by 230 as a percent. 42.6%. So on the SAT, it's more about making or reading and analyzing two-way tables, not making them. So this lesson will probably make some. They're actually complicated to make. But reading them, we got to get just as good at, and it's more of a reading problem than it is actually a math problem. What percentage of the people surveyed did not attend college? So out of the 438 surveyed, how many did not attend college? 220. So that's 220 out of 438. So 220 divided by 438 as a percent, 50.2%. What percentage of the people surveyed said they planned on attending college? So 438 out of 218. So 218 out of 438 should be the opposite of that and should be 49.8%. Cool. So it's all about reading. There's all kinds of questions we could ask you, right? I could say, of the no's, what percent are female? That'd be 88 out of 220. Of the yeses, what percent would be female? 120 out of 218. So it's more about reading the table and answering the questions, okay? Let's do another one. Let's get our totals. That's called the marginal frequencies. I just call them the totals. Totals and totals. So let's see if we can add in our head. That's 99, 136 plus 137. Not so easy. 136 plus 137, 273. Add 100 to that. That would be 373 minus 1. So the total number of people surveyed is 372. That is 190 for the males. And the females are 182. So 190 males, 182 females. Okay. Let's get started with our questions. What percentage of people surveyed do not own a car? So 372 people were surveyed, do not own a car, 273. So these are the people living in the streets of Chicago. You don't need a car, you can take the subway or the elevated train. 273 divided by 372, 77.4%. Of the females surveyed, what percentage own a car? So now we're going to the females. There's 182 females. Own a car, 45. So 45 out of 182. So 45 divided by 182 is 24.7%. So 24.7%. What percent of the people who own a car were male? So of the car owners, there's 99 car owners, and there's males of 54 out of 99. So 54 divided by 99 is 54.5%. Pretty cool. That's a two-way table. All right, let's see what the backside is offering us. Ooh, a little bit more. All right. So totals. Let's get our totals. It's called the marginals. 150 here, 168 there, so 318 surveyed total, and 176 there, and 142 here. Yeah, that looks about right. All right, let's answer the questions. What percent of the people surveyed were males that did not read The Catcher in the Rye? So what percent of the people surveyed were males that did not read? So 318 people were surveyed, and males and did not read The Catcher in the Rye was 80 out of 318. So 80 divided by 318 is 25.2%. Look at our rounding. So 25.2%. What percentage of the people who read The Catchers in the Rye were female? So only look at the readers. There's 150 readers. And female was 54. So about a third. 54 out of 150, 36%. What percent of the people surveyed read Catcher in the Rye? So we've got 318 people surveyed, 150 people read it. So 150 divided by 318, a little under half, 47.2%. Okay. All right, so now we're going to have to make a two-way table. These can be a little tricky. I haven't seen these problems before, so if I get on the struggle bus, I apologize. You conduct a survey that asks 85 students in your school whether they are in math class or chess club. 35 of the students are in math club. 20 of these students are also in chess club. 38 are not in math club or chess club. Organize results into a two-way table. So we are going to have students in school, whether they're in math club or chess club. So we have math club and then chess club. And then we do a little two-way table. So big little thing like that. And then we have our totals and our totals. Okay. All right. So your categories are yes or no, math club, yes or no, chess club. Maybe I need a few more boxes for the yes and the no. So it looks nice like that. That sounds good. That looks good. All right, let's fill in some numbers that we know. So you conduct a survey that asks 85 students. So the total survey is 85. So all my rows and columns have to add 85. 35 of the students are in math club. So just math club. So math club, yes, these total to 35. That means there's 50 no's. 20 of the math club students are also in the chess club. So yes to math club, yes to chess club is 20. That means yes to math club, no to chess club is 15. We need one more set of numbers to fill these in. 38 of the students are not in math or chess club. So no and no is 38. So that helps me round out my data. No here is 12. That's 32. And that has to be 53. So there's my two-way table with my frequencies. Then we can ask you all kinds of probability questions. So on the SAT, it'll be, this is your picture, now answer a bunch of questions. But I think it helps to make the two-way table so you can understand reading it as well. Cool? All right, let's see if we can do another one. I think we got a couple more to do. All right. I think I can just keep that page there. So make the two-way table. Include the marginal frequencies. That just means our totals. So you conduct a survey that asks 286 students in your freshman class whether they play a sport or a musical instrument. 118 of the students play a sport, 64 play an instrument. So my categories are sports and musical instruments. So play, musical instruments, play sports. All right, so I'm going to do kind of like this. I'll do the big old thing. So now I've got my boxes for my yeses and my nos, right? And then this box for the yes and the no's, like that, and like that. So I don't think I need this little part right there. So I've got yes, play, no, yes, no. So maybe it's easier to do my two-way and then add in the bumpers on the sides. All right, got our totals. I'm on the struggle bus for making what it looks like. Hee hee. So you conduct a survey that asks 286 students in your freshman class. So the total is 286. So everything's got to add to 286. 118 of the students play a sport. So play sports, yes, 118. That means no is 1. So 286 minus 118. Don't want to mess that up. 168. Okay. And 64 of those students play an instrument. So yes and yes is 64. So that means there's 54 yes sports, but no instruments. And I need one more data set to finish it off. 93 of the students do not play a sport or an instrument. So the no is 93. That means the no sports, yes musical, there's 75. That means there's 139 there. And that's 147. So there's my two-way table. Cool? So then from here, we could ask you questions like, of all the students that are surveyed, how many of them play both? You would do 64 out of 286. Cool. All right, last one. You survey students about whether they are getting a summer job. 75 males responded yes or no. Females, yes and no. So you have getting a job or getting a summer job. And then you have males and females. So you've got yes and no. So let me do my two-way table. I always struggle to get the boxes in the right spots. So there's my two-way table. Get a summer job, yes or no. I'm going to put a little box around those guys with that. And then you have male and female. So put boxes around those guys. Oops, didn't need to bump it out like that. And then I have totals and totals. All right, so you surveyed students about whether they're getting a summer job. 75 males responded with 18 of them. 75 males responded. So of the males, there's 75. And 18 of them said no. So male, 18, no. 57 females responded. So 57 females responded with 45 of them saying yes. So now I've got some totals. The total number of people surveyed, I think, is 132. That means 45 yes. That means 12 no. That means there's 30 no's in the group. 98 yeses. And the male yeses is 43. Okay. So we got everything we needed. There's our two-way table. Check and make sure we're done. Yep. Nice job, guys.